All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for more One Punch Man. As I reset now it says, hold on. It did this to me last time. And I was thinking like, oh no, there's not a new chapter here. Then as soon as I refresh, the chapter would appear. I'm gonna give it a sec for Viz to catch up. But Ogata, good to see you, my friend. There it is. Give it like an extra second or two. Okay, I had to double check. Okay, chapter's up. We're ready to go. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here. Throat is still on demand, but I'm good. I'm good to do a reaction for you guys and do the video game awards for tomorrow evening. Welcome back to yet another... That one tried to sneak up on me. Welcome back to yet another One Punch Man chapter reaction. Last we left out on, I went through a whole bunch of chapters that were redrawn and redone, giving us a whole different view on like Empty Void, what his capabilities are, like finding out he can literally separate himself from an entire dimension and then send slashes into a whole nother dimension that is capable of hitting his target regardless of wherever in the world they are. Now, that's already busted. You know, being able to open up doors into different dimensions is one thing, but being able to send slashes in a dimension bubble where these people are is already overpowered. So then we get introduced, then we go through the chapters where we get introduced to everyone, and Neo Heroes, Ryuman, Zadats, and Inferschnave, and then Webby Gather. And then we find out that the leader of over everyone, and the one that they're raising their flag to, is none other than Blast's own son, Blue. First, Blast has a son. Secondly, why would he be creating a whole new organization opposite of the one his father is a part of? So that's one thing. Then we get these two individuals, Destro and Erimen, who are apparently 94 and 95% modified people, even more than Webby Gather is. And last we saw was Blast punching Empty Void in the face after we got introduced to Blast's son, Blue. So let's see what happens in Punch number 205, Bind. And we have a cover page here with Empty Void, still monsterized, but he's brandishing two of his swords. Makes me want to pick up Deathstroke again in Suicide Squad. Let me just say this, Deathstroke in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is by far the best character. Gravity Knuckles! And Blast hits Empty Void in the face with his Gravity Knuckle, but then he sort of starts to, he takes the hit, then turns his face, and he goes to try and slash Blast, but Blast immediately dodges out of the way. And then Blast grabs both of his wrists. I've waited 15 years for this. And all of a sudden, okay, so, wow. So Blast envelops his hand in his power, and then he grabs onto the wrists of Empty Void, and then he takes his hands off of him, but those orbs around his fists, they stay on Empty Void's hands, and they just slam him into the ground, and they just press him into the ground. This is equivalent to what Fujitora did to Law when they first encountered each other, and Law was being pinned by gravity from Fujitora. He gets pinned to the ground, and he starts to get cratered into the ground. Moving to a higher dimension requires forming a sign with both hands. I spent 15 years preparing to bind you without killing you.
I can't move a single finger!
Then all of a sudden, both Sonic and Flash notice something. Huh? And these orbs start to appear all around Blast. I can't tell if Empty Void is the one who's brought them in or not. But he's looking, and all of these orbs start rushing towards Blast. Lights of divine power. And then Blast doesn't do anything except raise his finger, and all of these... Wait, did Blast... No, I thought the orbs that were shooting towards Blast... Wait a minute. Is he making them whip around him? No. He's creating orbs of his own. Lights of divine power. And then he whips his finger around and he creates dark orbs of his own, and they go and they collide with these lights of divine power. These lights, and they collide. That won't work against me. And all of those blasts just get teleported away from Blast like it's nothing at all. And he's just standing above Empty Void, and he launches another orb directly on his chest. And it crushes him even further. Ah! You're going to get treatment at headquarters. Then all of a sudden, two kunais are above Empty Void all of a sudden. And he immediately kicks them away. Stay out of this!
Why don't you finish him off?
And it was Sonic who threw those. And they were explosive kunai, too.
You miscalculated, Blast!
And Empty Void starts consuming the orb of gravity that is on him. Like, it's on his chest, but it's within distance of his mouth, and he immediately starts consuming it. And in doing so, the orbs that are holding his fingers down, they start to decrease in size. And then Blast notices his fingers going in different positions, like he's doing hand signs.
Oh no!
And he shoots two orbs towards Empty Void. And Empty Void just shifts out of the dimension. He gets free.
Hey, he got away. What are you doing?
He absorbed it. My power of darkness for sealing the power of light. What does this mean? And then there's an explosion far away from where they are. Mind you, Empty Void is gone. But all of a sudden, there's a big old explosion a distance away from Sonic, Flash, and Blast.
Dimension Slash!
And Blast immediately... I'm trying to see if he... I think he got both Flash and Sonic with him, because he immediately teleports out of the way as Empty Void, using his Dimension Slash, cuts a giant ravine in the entire region that they're in. But Blast manages to get away. Just the earth just splits open. Nothing as crazy as when Orochi Psychos cut a giant portion of the world off and it raised up in the air. Because remember, that happened. But it's just a giant cut in the earth that goes for miles. And you see a mountain in the background, and that gets cut up completely, just cleaved in half. To be continued. Wow. That was a chapter. I had figured that we would maybe pick back up with Blue, but I also said, like, we'll probably get back to the fight if we're sticking with the villains over in Neo Heroes. But we get a pretty solid fight between Blast and Empty Void. And we see just how strong Blast can be if he wanted. It just engulfing Empty Void's hands in these gravity orbs, which then crater him. And I don't mean like a small crater. I mean, as soon as Blast lets it go, the whole ground just gives way underneath this massive font of gravity. That was a big slash. Yes. If you look in the last panel, that is not like an average like cut through the ground. It is so huge that a portion of the land itself is kind of upheaval. Like one side is kind of lower and the other one is higher, even though the whole landscape that they were fighting in was level. He sent a dimension slash so big, he created a giant canyon. I don't even know how deep this ravine goes from this flash. But another thing that should be concerning is Empty Void really couldn't do anything until those lights of divine power. Now, I don't know if those lights of divine power came from Empty Void or if those orbs came in to aid Empty Void from another individual, namely God. But Blast, with his power of darkness, is capable of just easily repelling all of these as if they're nothing, because he's used to this. He's used to doing this. But because of Sonic trying to take out, and my thing is with Sonic, he's already faced the fact that Empty Void is stronger than him. He knows that Empty Void is faster than him. Yet for some odd reason, as he sees Blast holding this person down so that he can't get away, he thinks he gonna help by throwing some kunai directly in front of him. Which Blast isn't trying to kill him, he's just trying to restrain him. But because of Sonic and his inability to read the situation, let alone pay attention to what Blast just said, he allows Blast to take his attention away from Void, and Void consumes his darkness. So here's the thing that's concerning me. Empty Void gained a ton of power by absorbing all the power from Cosmic Fear Garo. That's one thing. And pardon me if I sound massively congested and I'm not speaking through my nose or whatever. He absorbed all the power from Cosmic Fear Garo, and he got stronger through that. Secondly, he's just absorbed some of Blast's power, and Blast's power started to regress on his body. So did he just make it so that Blast's power isn't as effective on him anymore? Because it's not like Blast is lessening the gravity constraints on his body. It's like he started consuming the darkness of Blast, and then the power of Blast's darkness started to lessen up on him overall, allowing him to just basically teleport out of the dimension and then release a dimension slash that pretty much changes the topography of the entire region for the foreseeable future. And this was supposed to be the place where Sonic and Flash built a brand new village, a brand new ninja village, and now it's just been split down the middle. Okay. That was an interesting chapter. And we're not going on break, which means that we're getting another chapter next week. We're getting another chapter next week. Does that mean we're getting 3 One Punch Man chapters in a single month? When's the last time that happened? I'm not counting all of the extra chapters that were redone this month. I mean, overall. When's the last time we got 3 chapters? March of 2023. That's how long it's been. March of last year was the last time we got 3 chapters. No, no, yeah. March 1st, March 22nd, and March 29th was the last time we got 3 chapters. So now we're going to be getting 3 chapters of One Punch Man in a single month? Actually, you know what? No, I'm wrong. Since all of not one since 194 to 204 was redone, nah, it's just going to be 2 chapters. Never mind. Just like new chapters, that is. New chapters. So, never mind, it's just 2 chapters. But yeah, the last time we got like 3 chapters within a month was March of last year, and then we went on that big hiatus. But overall, I'm not going to keep you here any longer than I already have, because I'm going to eat me a cough drop, and y'all don't want to hear me speak with a cough drop in my mouth. Actually, you know what? Whatever. I'll eat it. I'll pop one in. Honey lemon. Halls. Overall, I liked this chapter because we got to see more capabilities of Blast. But also, it's concerning how Empty Void just absorbed and consumed the power of darkness of Blast. And now Blast's power lessened up on him and allowed himself to get away. So now I'm concerned about all the capabilities of Empty Void. But overall, I like the chapter. I did. I like it when we get action chapters within One Punch Man. I think they're all good whenever they come out. But now it makes me more concerned that Empty Void has gained more power. I'm even more concerned that this dude can just I don't think people fully understand just how dangerous Empty Void is monsterized. Due to him being able, like, if you don't see him in the world, then that means he's outside of it. And he's waiting to slash you with a dimension slash. And if that doesn't work, then he can just pop right back in and try to kill you that way with his superior speed. And if it looks like you're getting an edge out on him, like if you're getting an advantage over him, then he'll just pop back out and try to hit you with a dimension slash again. Is there no cooldown for this? So no, I'm already massively concerned about how strong he is with Garo's power, absorbed, and now he's stronger than ever. But now he has a little bit of Blast power. So who knows how long it's going to be before he starts incorporating gravity stuff in his attacks, if that's even possible. Maybe I'm just being paranoid for nothing, but every single time this dude has absorbed power, he's gotten stronger. First time was absorbing Cosmic Fear Garo's power. Now he's absorbed the power of literally the strongest hero in the Heroes Association, who's been trying to combat God for, what, several years now? And he's been waiting 15 years in order to bind Empty Void? I'm concerned. I don't know about y'all, but I'm concerned. But let me not keep you here any longer than I already have. I just wanted this to be a reaction of today's One Punch Man chapter, and I thought it was very good. Once again, apologies for my voice sounding a little bit different. Still getting over this little sore throat that I went through. But I'm coming out of it, and I'll be able to give you guys the true tone of my voice that I always give you. At least I'm not coughing every few seconds, so that's a whole lot better than yesterday. Overall, I enjoyed this chapter, and I'm looking forward to the next one. The fact that we're getting another one, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we're getting another one. No, I was right. We are getting 3 chapters. Yeah, I was right. We are getting 3 chapters in December. We had 204, then we have this one, and then we have another one. Not counting the redraws. Yeah, we are getting 3 chapters within a month. Yeah, I was right. I don't know why I second-guessed myself. We're getting 3 chapters, which means it'll be like over a whole year since we had 3 chapters in a single month. Over a whole year. I want to say a year and 9 months. I want to say. Yeah, a year and 9 months. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed this chapter. Looking forward to the next one. Let me get y'all out of here so I can rest up a little bit before I got some stuff to do later this evening. But yeah, I like this chapter, but I'm more concerned about what is Empty Void about to do now. Outside of, carving a giant ravine in the region where Blast is. Ought to be interesting next week. Next week, Wait a minute, what is next week? I was looking at the end of January. I was looking at the beginning of January, not realizing that we're only the second week into December, so we still got 2 weeks of December left. But yeah, yeah, looking forward to the next chapter of One Punch Man. I like this chapter. I did. Because Blast is not someone to mess with. Man, why don't we have a good One Punch Man game? Do not talk to me about mobile games, because I don't count those. Why don't we have good anime games where I could just enjoy characters like this in a video game? Why don't we? Questions for later. I'm sorry, I'm prattling on. Please forgive me. I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, good cough drop. Once again, as always, hold on. This is what happens when I try to say extra stuff in the middle of my outro. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. Every single time I try to speak in the middle of my outro, every time.